Location: Elkhart, Indiana, USA. Shape: sphere. Duration: 20 minutes. No of observers. 3 characteristics: aura or haze around object. 7 sphere-shaped objects on fire. Elkhart, Indiana, March 19, 2011. Last night I heard of your website on the Coast to Coast broadcast. I was so happy to get information of where I could report an incident that occurred to my family a year ago today, March 19, 2011. My family consists of my wife, myself, and our 7-year-old son. The date of the incident is easy to recall as it was our anniversary. We had just returned home from my wife's brother's home, who lives in Flint, Michigan. We live in Elkhart, Indiana. It was 9:30 p.m. and my wife and son were in the backyard walking our dogs as we had been gone the entire day visiting her brother. They called out to me to come quickly. There was something in the sky. When I approached them, they were pointing to the east towards a little town called Bristol. In the sky there was a sphere-shaped object about 50 yards long and 30 feet wide, completely engulfed in flames at a height I would estimate to be 1/2 mile. It was traveling very slowly and gaining altitude as it traveled. We were then surprised of the appearance of a second object with the same exact description as the first. As we watched the 2 crafts, 5 more eventually appeared, and all were spaced the same distance apart, about 1/2 mile. They were all traveling west and slowly climbed. This all occurred over a time period of about 20 minutes.
Occurred, the 3rd of July 2008, 23 hours 50 minutes and 0 seconds. Local location: Elkhart, Indiana, USA. Shape: oval. Duration: 2 minutes. No of observers. 2 characteristics: lights on object, aura or haze around object. Craft with a steady orange light moved to the SSE before disappearing. I was traveling westbound on US 20, bypass, from County Road 17. As I approached the County Road 13 overpass, I saw an orange light in the sky. I pulled over, and the object, which was slightly northeast of my position, and began to travel to the southeast. It appeared as if the craft was moving on another axis as it moved forward. Soon after its movement to the south-southeast, it disappeared. The orange light was similar to a calcium streetlight, same coloration. It appeared that there was either a haze or something every so often moving over the light that caused it to dim.
Occurred, the 3rd of January 2009, 21 hours 0 minutes and 0 seconds. Local location: Elkhart, Indiana, USA. Shape: diamond. Duration: 5 minutes. No of observers. 1 characteristics: lights on object, aircraft nearby. A red sphere following a blinking diamond-shaped thing. I was closing my drapes at night, and I like to just look out at the sky. The drape I was closing was to the south. Off to my left, which is east, I seen a diamond-shaped thing going across the sky. It had one very white bright light that stayed on, and it blinked very white bright lights. Right close behind it, in perfect unison, was a red sphere following. I watched for about 5 to 10 minutes as it went along the southern sky from east to west, until it disappeared in the distance and through the trees. There were also planes flying in the vicinity who just kept rig on flying. It was not a plane, for planes do not follow that close together, and planes also have blinking lights besides one being stationary. I also submitted a report to MUFON. I do not remember the exact day, though it has been since the beginning of this year. This has been the second time I have sighted a UFO.
Occurred, the 3rd of July 2010, 22 hours 50 minutes and 0 seconds. Local location: Elkhart, Indiana, USA. Shape: circle. Duration: 1 minute. No of observers. 2 characteristics: lights on object, aura or haze around object, aircraft nearby, electrical or magnetic effects. A ship came down, hovered there, flew overhead, then zipped straight up. It is the 3rd of July, but at the time not many fireworks were going off, and me and my friend were going to my house, and I saw red lights coming down, and at first I believed them to be fireworks. Then they stopped in midair and changed direction, heading towards us. Eventually it passed overhead and I saw the craft indefinitely. I saw everything from it spinning to the shape to the grooves and what appeared to be pikes on 4 sides. It was extremely close, and me and my friend stared in amazement for about a minute, and like a shooting star it disappeared straight up.
Occurred, the 19th of March 2011, 21 hours 0 minutes and 0 seconds. Local location, Elkhart, Indiana, USA. Shape, fireball. Duration, 10 minutes. No of observers. 3 characteristics: aura or haze around object. 7 balls of fire spaced perfectly, all vanished at a certain point. There were 7 objects spaced 1/2 mile perfectly, traveling in a western direction, climbing at a 30-degree level. Traveling at about 200 miles per hour estimate. Looked like fireballs until they reached a certain point, then fire was gone and could see a cylinder craft for just a short time, then it would vanish. All 7 did this same thing in a parade-like manner.
Occurred the 27th of July 2012, 23 hours 32 minutes and 0 seconds. Local location, Elkhart, Indiana, USA. Shape, orb. Duration, 2 minutes. No of observers. 2 characteristics: emitted other objects, bright orange spinning sphere with smaller spheres circling it that sped off into the moon. After leaving the store, my companion and I noticed a round bright orange object in the sky above us in a slightly southeast position. It had a smaller round object orbiting it, but they both were spinning. We pulled into a fast food restaurant to watch it, and it zoomed away toward the moon and appeared to enter into it. The object appeared very close at the time of the sighting.
Occurred the 9th of September 2012, 21 hours 0 minutes and 0 seconds. Local location, Elkhart, Indiana, USA. Shape, oval. Duration, 10 minutes. No of observers. 3 characteristics: lights on object, changed color. Aircraft nearby. It was the night of September 9th, between 9 and 10 p.m. We were all outside talking and visiting, and my mom was on the phone with my cousin, and my mom kind of hollered and said, "What the hell was that in the sky?" And we all looked up and saw a round object with lights all around it, and it was moving slowly across the sky like it was searching or looking for something. I'd say it was probably 1,000 feet up, so it was very low, and it was almost directly over our houses. Then all of a sudden it changed its course and headed toward Goshen, Indiana, and the strange thing is, once it changed direction, it really slowed down to a creep. Like I said, it looked like it was searching for something, but then it speed up and got out of our sight, and not 5 minutes later an airplane was on it following it, and then it shot up and disappeared. I've never seen anything move so fast in my life, and that plane couldn't keep up. It didn't have a chance. Is there anyone else that had seen it at that night?
Occurred the 7th of June 2013, 1 hour 30 minutes and 0 seconds. Local location, Elkhart, Indiana, USA. Shape, fireball. Duration, 2 to 3 minutes. No of observers. 7 fireballs in a row in the southern skies at 1:30 am. This was about my 7th sighting. Indiana. 3 years I was sitting outside on empty deck enjoying a warm, beautiful night. I looked to the south, and in the tree line high in the sky I witnessed a orange fireball, then 7 more followed. The fireballs were all evenly spaced apart, traveling from east to west. I wasn't shocked, as this has been my 7th sighting. All the others have been over the last 3 years and in different parts of the sky. Last year's sightings, I was able to telephone my neighbors and they witnessed the sightings. That time they came out of the north going southbound. I don't drink and have never done drugs.
Occurred the 5th of July 2013, 0 hours 0 minutes and 0 seconds. Local location, Elkhart, Indiana, USA. Shape, fireball. Duration, 40 seconds. No of observers. 3 characteristics: lights on object was bright red, and looked like a ball fire. Then slowly got lighter and looked like a star, then completely vanished.
Occurred the 5th of June 2015, 15 hours 30 minutes and 0 seconds. Local location, Elkhart, Indiana, USA. Shape, cigar. Duration, 15 seconds. No of observers. 1 in the backyard of a buddy's house throwing horseshoes by myself while waiting for my friend to finish cutting 2 other friends' hair. When I looked up, felt compelled, and saw a completely silent white cigar-shaped craft, flying very low and at a fairly low velocity. I stood there examining the craft for several seconds. Then, realizing what I saw was a UFO, I tried to bring it to another buddy's attention, but by the time they looked, it was almost out of sight.